So this is day 6 for the larger um, chicks and day 4 for Mr. Peepman there. So I wanted to share a little bit about introducing Mr. Peepman back to the brood. I have 3 different breeds of hens. Sapphire here is a lavender Orpington. I have a Minorca and 2 Buckeyes. So those would be the yellow fuzzballs there. So I wanted to share about how we reintroduced our previously rejected chick. When I came home in the early afternoon, I saw that a chick had hatched. However, it was still wet, and Sapphire had removed it from under her. So the chick was definitely did not appear to be thriving. It was not moving, and the ambient temperature at that day was around 42. So we brought him in, dried him off, and applied a warm hair dryer around the towel. And once he was completely dry, we then had a heating pad, wrapped the chick in the towel, curled the heating pad around the chick, and once he perked up and was able to walk forward. Chicks tend to walk backwards after their toes uncurl. And so once he was walking forward, I reintroduced him to Sapphire by opening the nest door and placing him in the bedding, and she did not receive him, did not accept him. However, I've had an experience of having an 8-week chick in the house for 2 weeks, and I was not looking forward to the incessant chattering and trying to fix a mask on the bottom side of a chick to keep the house clean was probably not going to happen. So I was very motivated to getting Mr. Peepman back to his nesting mom. We were able to achieve that on the next morning by this method, so this might work for you. This time, instead of offering the chick to her directly, I placed him in the roosting area, and his peeping called to her. And when she responded, he replied back. She responded with more volume, and that's when I stepped around the corner and I said, "Oh, Sapphire, here he is." And because at that point she saw him alone, this time I was able to place him into the bedding area, and she received him with the brood. Some of the things that I'm concerned about is, of course, he is smaller than the rest. It doesn't seem to affect his ability to keep up with them. However, I do notice that he seems to not actively follow Sapphire. Kind of wanders off and does his own thing. I am concerned that perhaps in my concerned about him that perhaps I was too aggressive with the heat, and maybe he has some hearing issues. This is Janelle. Janelle is very jealous, and Gracie is very much snack trained, so I can usually call her to me. This is Scout, and Scout himself is a mix between, I believe, a Sicilian Buttercup because of that beautiful comb, and a Lavender Americana, and then we have another purebred. That's the Minorca, and looks like we were successful in hatching one of the Minorca eggs. But because Scout is obviously not a purebred and none of these are Americanas, these are definitely what we would consider backyard mixes or Shakipiyos. And so this is how this video series was named, Sapphire and the Shakipiyos.